Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this deck guide video, I'm going to take a look at Aggro Shaman with Speaker Gidra in it. This is a variant that I have had a lot of fun with. I'm not sure if it's any better than the regular Aggro Shaman variant. It's quite similar in performance, but there are so hilarious moments with this deck that I really enjoyed playing with this. Aggro Shaman, of course, usually built around Doomhammer. Rock by the weapon, Storm Strike, you Doomhammer, you buff it up, you hit face for vast quantities of damage. And that remains your main win condition with this deck as well. However, there are also some really fun things that you can do with Speaker Gidra. 3 mana 1/4 Rush, Wind Fury, Spellburst, gain attack and health equal to the spell's cost. So sometimes you're even in a position where you can coin Gidra on 2 and follow that up with a Serpentine Portal, which will give Gidra 3 additional attack, and remember Gidra has that Wind Fury, so should your Gidra ever stick, you can also use your Rock by the weapon on Gidra instead of yourself. That's also an option, so that you can finish games even faster and you can get a Doomhammer out there. And because this archetype sometimes uses Torrent, like this list uses, to remove some big minions on the way, so you get rid of some taunt minions. And usually you want to use Torrent when it's discounted, so it only costs 1 mana. But with Speaker Gidra, sometimes you play Speaker Gidra on 3 and then follow that up with a 4 mana Torrent to give Gidra +4/+4 stats. It might be just one small part of how the deck functions, but I had some really hilarious moments with this. Other than that, you follow the regular Aggro Shaman game plan. You get on the board at the start of the game, and then you have that Doomhammer and spells to finish the game off. So in the mulligan, your unconditional keeps are the Kindling Elemental, Wailing Vapor, Cagemess, Custodian. You want to keep these in every matchup, in every situation. Then the more conditional keeps are typically Arid Stormer and Primal Dungeoneer, which you can keep to complete your curve. And then there's that occasional game where you actually keep Speaker Gidra together with a 3 or 4 mana spell. But typically you wouldn't keep Gidra in the mulligan, it's only in special cases where you have a clear plan how to use it. Now, let's take a look at Gidra Aggro Shaman in action, and if you enjoy this content, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Both Doomhammers. It could be good, but it's more likely bad right now. Luckily, this version of the deck runs 3 weapons, so if I don't top deck the Whack-A-Mole Hammer now, I will be able to get it with the Cage Match. They're playing the slow version because they have the Nimbus. I will be able to get the Whack-A-Mole Hammer. They use the Kindling Elemental discount there. They will take the trade, of course. This game is going awfully wrong. It's just everything is terrible. I had to start fighting for the board a little, because if I don't fight for the board at all, just try to go face, I will not win the race. They will have too much stuff on the board. They could play an Arid Stormer here. They played an Elemental last turn. That's completely possible. I, on the other hand, just can't find Elementals. I just need to get my Stormer out there. Use my weapon over there. It's a 3/6, it doesn't have Wind Fury now. But it's still a 3/6 body. So in theory it can do something, and then I could go into Doomhammer, and then I could go into Note Taker, Rockbiter, maybe get something done. As long as they don't have the 2/6 taunt. It's like Doomhammer, Note Taker, Rockbiter, Gidra, Rockbiter, something like that. Maybe. But they had 2/6 taunt, which was the worst possible. That was the worst case scenario for me. Well, because that 6 health was so incredibly good there. Just couldn't get through it very effectively. But I have the Note Taker Rockbiter coming, so maybe there's still something I can do. As long as they don't stop having taunt minions. Their spells are poisonous, really? And they get a taunt, really? Are you kidding me? Engagement's Custodian. I have already drawn all the 3 weapons. To push that damage to face, but I just don't think I have it. Oh my goodness. This draw versus that draw, it just doesn't match. Gidra will only have 3 attack with a rock biter. Not quite enough. Randomly generated Earth Remnant. Are you kidding me? You have got to be kidding me. That could make Gidra bigger. But do I have time? I have enough time, right?
Nature speaks through us.
I think I have enough time. Next turn is double Note Taker into Rockbiter. And the turn after that is another Doomhammer. And 2 Rockbiters. And if they now stop having taunts, then that would be lethal.
Never be afraid of your inner power.
Okay. Well, that's a good sign. They might be a little desperate now. Can they roll well? Well, that was a pretty good roll. And you have got to be kidding me again. Okay.
Could you repeat that? Could you repeat that? I'll write that down. I'll write that down.
Can the Storm Strike be enough? What if they roll a Taunt Totem? It could be enough. There is a chance that Doomhammer Storm Strike next turn wins the game against the Taunt Totem. They just must not have an Earth Revenant, right? Yeah, third Earth Revenant would almost certainly win for them. Or random taunt from that. That's not a taunt. We take this game. And while playing it like this, I made sure that I don't lose to a taunt totem. Oh boy. That looked tough for a long, long time. These cards might work. Wailing Vapor on 1, Custodian on 2. Less so against the slower variant, more so against this Doomhammer list. But now this hunter didn't have a great start. I can save the coin if I keep this as a 1-3. That's acceptable. I can do it in this order. Save the coin. I can still play this on 2. Buffs that to 2-3. Right, I managed to pick up the Whack-a-Mole Hammer too. Okay. I like where we are at so far. But hunters can do things.
Let me work my magic.
And an arcane wound prey, okay. I need to use the Wackanol hammer here. Take out that one. Then take out the Wolbetingers. Okay, this one wakes up. Does it go face? Please don't go face. Didn't go face. That means that I will be able to kill it. I even have multiple options how to kill it, but this 2/2 is probably going to die. Wolbetingers are the big one. Wolbetingers. But they're reasonably big Wolbetingers. I think I need to clean up this board here. Hunter has one card, well now two cards. Two cards. Just two cards. Okay, now they have some more cards. But at least there was no Mankrik. Dungeon here and go face. We need to try to start racing here. Hope they can't find the Kodo, the Rhino. But I have just 20 from these over 2 turns, and there are 23. I would need another 3 damage from somewhere. Where can I pick up another 3 damage? Oh no, that's guaranteed Rhino. That's a guaranteed big Rhino. But there's my extra damage. I will have enough mana next turn. That's the 3 damage I needed. I'm not giving them a Rhino target. And next turn, pow, 13 damage. Coming right up. Nothing they can do about it, right? Ringless Rifle doesn't give you anything that prevents me from hitting face. No target for their Rhino to deal damage immediately. We're actually taking this one. It's coming home. It's coming home. Can we make the classical music a regular part of the stream? We could, sure. It's possible. Good night, Diabselma. Taunt Minion from the... Taunt Minion wouldn't have help. I had Storm Strike anyway. Ha 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 ha. Oh boy. I don't know, I probably shouldn't be streaming, but I'm so tired. But I have to complete the quest line. We'll see if I can stay awake for at least some parts. Let's see. Not much in hand, I would say. Not a whole lot, indeed. Let's see. I played chess on and off. I've always been interested in chess, I just never have had an opportunity to actually play it. I most certainly didn't play an elemental last turn. But I guess I still want the minion for the body. I mean, it's still a 2-5. Doesn't die to Warlock's usual removal spells unlike the rest of my board, so I need the tempo. I like School Spirits doesn't kill it. That's the point. That's the whole point. Can Warlock kill the Gidra next turn? Will be interesting if they can't. They have access to 5 mana. We drop the Gidra out there and see if the Warlock has an answer. Because if they don't, I'll just torrent something. Hopefully. Make Gidra grow. Playing a small minion here would be the worst thing the Warlock could do to themselves. Oh boy. This Gidra is going to... Well, they can still have a Siphon Soul for next turn. But this Gidra is about to grow. And then it's going to connect. 10 sweet damage. Straight to the dome. Now the Warlock needs that Siphon Soul. Pretty decent odds that they have a Siphon Soul there. Options. I could Lightning Bolt. Inara doesn't help. It's Fire Hot time. Let's see if we can pick up something useful. Like this Devolving Missiles right here. And Celestial, okay. So I have 11 damage here. Rockbiter seems very, very sweet, doesn't it?
Listen.
That would be lethal damage. I'm not going to joke and say that I won that game with skill. I won that game with absolute ridiculous RNG, but I also lose to that absolute ridiculous RNG, so fair is fair. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.